Okay, so now I'd like to show you how to access some of the system administration functions within DonorQuest. And to access system administration in DonorQuest, you'll use the menu bar up here at the very top of the screen in the upper left. So the first thing I'd like to show you is the event log. So to access the event log, you click the word File here in the upper left, and then Open, and then you'll go down to the event log. So here you can see every action that's been done within DonorQuest for all time, and if you want to find a specific event, you can search by date, who the user was, the donor ID, etc. Next, I'd like to show you the batch donation entry form. So to access this, you'll click the word donor here in the upper left. Then you go down to batch donation entry. And here you'll get a notification on the screen that lets you know the batch number for this batch you're going to be entering, and then you'll just want to take note of that and click OK. And this will bring up a form that's designed for speed of data entry. So if you have a large batch of donations you want to enter all within one day, you can do that really easily here. And you can find donors by clicking the Find button here, and you'll see that the donation screen, entry screen, will open up right below. Okay, so next I would like to show you campaign statistics. So to do that, you click the word donor, and then campaign detail. And this will bring up a list of all the various campaigns you have going within DonorQuest. And here you can see the campaign code. So you'll just want to highlight the one you want to see the detail for, and then click View. And here you'll get some quick glance totals for the campaign. So you can see the total committed or the goal for the campaign. You can see if you're over or under the goal. Down below is a list of all the donations going towards that campaign. And then down below here is a graph that shows you what percent you are to achieving the goal for the campaign. Okay, so next I would like to show you how to restore a deleted donor. So again, you'll click the word donor at the top, and then down below here you'll see restore a deleted donor. So all you need to know is the ID for that donor you want to restore. You'll just enter it here, and then all the information for that donor will be transferred back to the donor data set. Okay, so now I'd like to show you how to set up user accounts in DonorQuest. So to do that, you'll want to click the word user here in the again from the menu bar, and then choose set up user accounts. Now here you can see a list of all the current users or accounts within DonorQuest, and if you'd like to add a new account, you can just click the add button here, or of course if you have someone who is no longer using the system, you can click delete. The other important feature here to take note of is the rights feature. So within DonorQuest, there are lots of different permissions you can give various users. So for example, if you have a volunteer coming in that's not very familiar with the system and you want to just give them limited rights, you can see here there's the least harmful rights are at the top of the screen, and then as you scroll down, you get to the ones that are more, I guess you want to reserve them for more experienced users. So the most powerful one, of course, is add and delete user accounts. So you'll only want to give this right to the limited group of people who have system administration rights and are controlling who gets a user account, etc. So if you want to disable a right for a user, you just click this disable button. And then if you want to enable it, you just click the enable button. And the default is for all rights to be enabled. So you'll want to go in and disable any rights for, again, people who aren't familiar with the system. Okay, so next I'd like to show you how to set donor and data default field values. So to do that, you'll click the word configure here at the top. And the two choices are main information default field values or donation default field values. And what we use these for is to help with speed of data entry. So I'll give you an example here. So if 90% of your donors are from one specific state, you can just enter that code here, or one specific country. And what this will help do is help with speed of data entry, as I mentioned earlier. So when you enter a new donor, this default field value will be there. So it'll save your employees who are doing data entry some time and keystrokes. So the same holds true for donations. So if you have a large batch of, for example, checks coming in one day and you want to set the payment type to check, you can do that here. And then later in the day when you're finished, you can actually switch it back to, again, being just blank. Okay, so the next thing I'd like to show you is the program settings. So here there are a bunch of things you can set for the program. I'll go over the most important ones here. So fiscal year settings. So if your organization runs a fiscal year that is different from the calendar year, you want to enter the starting month of your fiscal year here. If you want to track two types of non-monetary donations, you can set those here. And those two donation types will be kept separate from your monetary totals. Also here you can choose your email software. Okay, the next thing I'd like to show you is how to access your code table. And if you click the word configure here at the top and then edit print a code table, you will get a list of all the coded fields in DonorQuest. So the coded fields are the fields in DonorQuest when you're doing data entry that have a drop-down arrow. So if you want to change the choices within that drop-down menu, or if you want to delete some ones that you're no longer using, all you'll do is highlight the field in question and click the word edit, and you'll get all the current choices. And here you can make changes to the fields, or excuse me, the options that are available to you when you click the drop-down arrow. All right, next I'd like to show you how to run a local backup. So if you click the word system at the top again and choose run local backup, DonorQuest will run a local backup on the server or machine that is hosting DonorQuest for your organization. You'll get prompted from DonorQuest every so often to do this when you're logging out. So if that's an option for you and you're the only one in the system, please choose yes. We also recommend that you run a backup outside of that machine that's hosting the program in case that machine were ever to fail, or there's a disaster or something. You want to have a tape or CD backup separate from that. All right, the last couple things I'd like to show you. There's a calculator here. If you want to do some quick math, it just brings up the Windows calculator. And also we've built the entire user's manual here into the help menu. So you can see it's organized by chapters here over to the left. And if you want to search for a specific term that you're looking for information on, you can do that here. But again, this is the entire user's manual built into the system.